Indirect questions are often polite requests for information. This is direct question. How much does this magazine cost? And this is indirect question. Can you tell me how much this magazine cost? WA questions would be, where is the nearest ATM? To make the question sounds more polite, we can use alternative question to ask for information. Could you tell me where the nearest ATM is? Or you can ask, can you tell me where the nearest ATM is? Or do you know where the nearest ATM is? Direct question, where is the nearest ATM? Is precede the subject, the nearest ATM. But for indirect question, verb be is follow subject, the nearest ATM is different. Why? Because the verb could. Could is used to make the question. So avoid saying, could you tell me where is the nearest ATM? It's incorrect. The correct one, could you tell me where the nearest ATM is? Could is the most polite question. The subject's the nearest ATM, so it is singular. We use verb be is to add a question. Next, where are the restrooms? So restroom with S is a plural subject, so we use a verb br. Indirect question, could you tell me where the restrooms are? Can you tell me where the restrooms are? Do you know where the restrooms are? So it's alternative question. If you don't want to ask, could you tell me? You can use you can ask, can you tell me? Or you can ask, do you know where the restrooms are? Avoid saying, could you tell me where are the restrooms? WA questions with auxiliary verb do or does. How often do the buses run? So run is a verb. Subject the buses. So the buses is plural. We use auxiliary verb do. And verb run. Don't use a verb be to ask the question. We use auxiliary verb do or does for simple present. Alternative question that make your question be polite. Can you tell me how often the buses run? Or could you tell me how often the buses run? Or do you know how often the buses run? Avoid saying, can you tell me how often do the buses run? Avoid saying like that. And this time runs, we don't add s for this question because a subject, the buses is plural. This slide, we talk about subject is singular. We don't use do, we use does to add a question. So, what time does the bookstore open? The bookstore is a subject and it is singular. So, for direct question, we use auxiliary verb does to ask. And also use a open verb in a base form. But when we ask in indirect question, do you know what time the bookstore opens? But this time, opens we add s. It's different from direct question. Could you tell me what time the bookstore opens? Or can you tell me what time the bookstore opens? Avoid saying, do you know what time does the bookstore opens? Don't say like that. It's incorrect. WA questions with modal verb can. Where can I catch the bus? Alternative question. Do you know where I can catch the bus? Or can you tell me where I can catch the bus? Could you tell me where I can catch the bus? Avoid saying, do you know where can I catch the bus? Don't say like that. It is incorrect. Let's practice. Complete the conversation with indirect questions. Number one, excuse me, can you? Blah blah blah. Yes, of course. The post office is on the next corner. Question two, and could you? Blah blah blah. You can find a really good restaurant on Central Avenue. Number three, okay, do you? Blah blah blah. Yes, the restaurant is called Geo's. So you pause a few minutes after you finish, you can place, and then we check the answer all together. Thanks for watching. Have a nice day. Thanks for watching. Have a good day.